Hello everyone. Today on Dragon Age Divination, I'm going to do another reading in regards to the future of Dragon Age for Dragon Age 4 in regards to the Chantry. What's in store in the Chantry's future? The Chantry, with all the new revelations and its history. For today's reading, I have chosen the Mystic Pyramid spread. 4 cards right side up and 3 cards reversed. 2 coins and 2 swords. Swords represent the element of air, thoughts, intellect, strategy, plans, ambition, worry, decision. Yes, I assume the Chantry will have decisions to make. Strength, power, fear, conflict. Yes, there is much conflict on the rise between what Corypheus has revealed and what the Chantry has been declaring for ages. Literally. Breath, communication, spring, east, sunrise, yellow. The light of the Maker. Obviously, it's the Chantry. Coins, earth, money, business, finances, physical matters. So matters in the physical realm. Health, comfort, material things, possessions, challenges, rewards, and winter and green. So let's reveal the revelations of the cards. The past is 9. The Hermit, solace, upright, endings or changes. So I assume changes are self-explanatory. Seeking, seekers of truth. Partings, forging a new path towards the Golden City. Reflection, solitude, introspection for enlightenment. Enlightenment, the light of the Maker's breath. The light of the Maker's breath, that doesn't make sense. Wisdom, yet prudence. I think the enlightenment is significant because it's the Chantry and they've been preaching a lot of things that have come to contradiction with new revelations and with what we have heard from Corypheus and other people and what we've discovered regarding lyrium and everything. So I think the enlightenment is a possibility that the Chantry might evolve. Obviously, this is the past. I'm looking at it in introspect in regards to the future also, but in the past, the Chantry did evolve. Although the Chantry has been rigid on certain things, there has been much enlightenment. There has been many revelations. So I'm assuming that's a good thing that it is in the past in regards to this card. Personal growth, discretion in sharing wisdom and guidance. And I think that past will remind the Chantry today what it once represented and what it's supposed to be, as opposed to the resistance that it might present in the future in regards to all these new revelations. Number 2, the present. We have the Page of Coins. Varric. Upright, being different, self-reliant, generous, simple, loyal to the Maker, having practical studies, well, they're scholars, studiousness, personal identity, diligence, business deals, practical skills, honesty, outwitting rivals. So honesty, there's no need to believe that the Chantry has been lying. The Chantry has been preaching what it believes to be true. That's why there is the seekers of truth. If anything the Chantry is preaching turns out to be untrue, I'm sure the Chantry will be able to evolve. I mean, the Chantry preaches its truth, what it knows to be truth based on what Andrastean revealed regarding the Maker. Of course, we also know that the Chantry changed a lot of things, but today, in the present, not in the past when everything was changed. Those who preach about the Maker preach what they believe is the truth. Place at number 3 is the 3 of Swords. The near future. That's a nice coincidence. The Breach, reversed. This is where it starts to get interesting. Overturned agreements. Duplicity. Sabotage. Subterfuge. So who's going to sabotage? Is someone going to sabotage the truth? Is there going to be subterfuge? Yeah. That would be fun. Malice. Indecision. Well, indecision in regards to what to do regarding all this new knowledge, potentially. Adverse judgments. Yes. Many people will be opposed to this new truth. They'll be saying that it's fake, it's a lie. We don't know yet if it's really the truth or not. We need more evidence, so there will be people judging open to it, there are people close to it, and there will be opposing judgments in regards to those potential new truths. Contradiction, well, yes, of course, contradiction. Efforts frustrated, lies and deceit. Who will lie? Who will deceive us in the Chantry? Delusion. Delusion in the Andrastean Chantry. Are the Vints going to be delusional? Are the Andrasteans going to be delusional? And that took a higher note. Emotions dominating logic. Yeah, I see a lot of people because they are so much into their conviction. I mean, Mother Giselle is very open. I'm pretty sure she's going to be one of the people who will be, well, this is a possibility. We need to take it by stride. We need to explore this possibility. How, she would be more open to it. But there are people in the Chantry who will be completely opposed to it. And their emotions are going to dominate the logic that is presented to them. They're going to use their emotions against the logic. Obviously, we don't know if Corypheus is telling the truth, which is one major factor, but people will be potentially pretty upset. And also for the lyrium thing, that is a huge revelation. Blood magic, hello, So, inept communication, loss of equilibrium. There is going to be a shift in the balance, and it's going to tip to one side or the other, or maybe keep shifting back and forth before new balance is found. Naturally, given all this new evidence that has come to light, pun intended. Number 4, we have the Queen of Swords, Leliana. It is the mindset, and it is reversed. Being calculated, fussy. Yeah, I see people in the Chantry being fussing about. Accuracy, they will want to be accurate. Poor judgment, micromanaging, being impractical, which is sort of contradictory to accuracy. Suspicious and isolated. So yes, some might be suspicious, some might isolate themselves. Loss of composure. I think there's going to be a lot of loss of composure within the Chantry, especially among those who have a very strong conviction. Not so much in Tevinter with the Black Chantry, but with the Andrastean Chantry, I think there's going to be a lot of a loss of composure. Ill-tempered. I don't know who's going to be ill-tempered, but I can see people being ill-tempered. Narrow-minded. Yes, a lot of people who are very more restrictive within their beliefs regarding the Maker could potentially become very narrow-minded in regards to all these new revelations. Like I said before, someone like Mother Giselle will be open-minded. So we don't know exactly who it'll be, but these are the potential mindsets. Some of them contradict each other. So there will be, that balance there again. People on both sides of the tipping point. Number 5, so the attitudes of other people. And it is 14, temperance. Cassandra. And it is upright. Temperance. Prosperity. Inspiration. And I think it's significant that it's Cassandra. I mean, the other ones didn't stand out to me as very significant. Perhaps Leliana because she was the left hand of the divine, and Cassandra is the right hand of the divine. So Leliana as the mindset, sort of still stealthy in the background of things, and others' attitudes more in the forefront. Cassandra, the right hand of the divine, unless either one has become divine, but former right hand of the divine. Others' attitudes, others' mindsets, temperance is always good. And Cassandra is a seeker of truth for the Chantry. So I think that too bears significance. Inspiration. So she will take inspiration from what she knows and also from the book of truths that she now possesses. Growth. There can be much growth. Yes. Happiness. Patience. Patience is important. Patience for this change to bring on patience to find new possibilities and new evidence. Temperance, progress, fusion. Maybe fusion, people will join forces, maybe a fusion of different types of beliefs, maybe an alliance between both Chantries. That would be kind of cool. That would be very new also. Plenty, invigoration, reconciliation. So is that an indication to the opposing sides of the Chantry fusing together given all this new evidence? Maybe two groups, maybe there will be opposing groups in each who will want to stick to their ways, and then there will be groups in each who will want to fuse together and join forces with this new evidence and light and work together, both Chantries reconciling from the schism that happened ages ago. Blending ideas. Well, that goes along with what I was saying. Diplomacy. Well, you'll have to be a diplomat to negotiate. A trust in one's own intuition. Self-confidence. Truth. Seekers of truth. So more truth, they will seek more truth. Cassandra will seek more truth. And as players, as characters, we also will be seeking that truth. Number 6, obstacles. Upright. 1, the magician, Dorian. That is significant because he is now a magister. He represents the other part of the Chantry. So we have Leliana, we have Cassandra, and now we have Dorian representing the Black Chantry and Tevinter. Power to make changes. And at the end of Trespasser, the blurb says that he wants to bring on change in Tevinter. Self-reliance, coming into our own, skills for achieving goals, practical use of knowledge. The Dorian can be quite practical, I see that. Self-promotion. He's always self-promoting himself. Not in that sense, but, Freelance, leadership, and willpower. He will lead perhaps by example. Diplomacy. Yes, he will be diplomatic. The diplomacy that is needed for the fusion, perhaps. Problem solving. That is probably needed for the fusion. Dorian could be an excellent spokesperson for that. Clarity and adaptability. Clarity, yes. Taking charge of one's destiny. That's kind of interesting. It says that it's obstacles. I don't see this as an obstacle at all. Perhaps the obstacle lies in that Dorian is Tevinter. Perhaps the obstacle lies in the mindset of those in the Chantry who are more resistant, and the imbalance. But I see this, it's very positive. Perhaps he will be the obstacle in the sense of putting a stop to the Chantry trying to dictate everything, the Andrastean Chantry trying to decide everything. So perhaps he's going to be like, whoa there, right? But I see this as very positive in terms of obstacles. I see this as actually the good kind of obstacle that makes you become more patient, and then fusion and balance can be achieved. And lastly, number 7, the anticipated outcome for the Chantry in Dragon Age 4. The 10 of Coins reversed. Iron Bull. Loss and ruin. Loss and ruin for the Chantry. Which Chantry? For the past, loss and ruin of a reputation, perhaps, because of all these revelations. They're kind of major. Family quarrels. Well, the Chantry is like a family, so quarrels perhaps within each faction of the Chantry. Terrible misfortunes. That doesn't sound very good. Disruptions in the Chantry's current plans. Disruption, in the Tevinter's current plans. Well, I can see them having, disruptions with wanting to whatever. Maybe they want to push blood magic even more because of the lyrium thing, and so that could be one of the obstacles. And I didn't think of that sooner, but that could be one of the obstacles. And then disruptions are like, whoa there, right? Again. Legacy problems. So legacy, the Chantry's legacy, the Maker's legacy, Andraste's legacy. Who is Andraste, mage or not? Tevinter's legacy. Well, Tevinter's legacy is kind of already ruined, so it can't be more ruined than that. And Dorian's trying to build its reputation, so it makes more sense that the loss and ruin and, the threat to the legacy would be Andraste and the Maker. And I mean, if things are revealed about who the Maker could be, if the Maker is one of those, any of those 11 beings, like 10 beings or more beings, that could ruin everything. That could ruin a lot of things, especially if the Maker turns out to be like Nightmare or the Eighth God, or one of those evil creatures. Gambling, not physically, but gamble with the future. Gamble with your reputation. Gamble with the truth. Wasting, corruption. Well, there will be corruption in both Chantries. There will be corruption. There will be those who will expose the corruption. There will be corruption. Desecration of the sacred ash. Desecration of Andraste's name, of the Maker. Maybe some will see it as a desecration. And I mean, for the Chantry, this is a bad outcome. I mean, if the truths are revealed, it's not necessarily a bad outcome for Thedas, but for the Chantry that has been preaching these things from the very beginning, it is a complete disaster. Loss of inheritance. So we see that this ill-boding thing for the Chantry sort of indicates that it'll mark the end of the Andrastean Chantry as we know it. There are a lot of changes coming up, a lot of truths to be revealed, more evidence to be sought. And I believe that the Chantry, as it was for ages, is about to enter a catastrophic unbalance that will cause a bit of chaos within, but there will be forces within bringing on diplomacy, seeking the fusion to create a new path for the Chantry to still follow its root beliefs, its root values within this new realm of new truths. But it'll be like a great upheaval first, and that's going to be like really bad for the Chantry as it is right now, type of thing. But let me know what you think in the comments below about this reading and what these cards might reveal about the future of the Chantry. What's your interpretation of the reading? Like this video if you like it. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Helps people find the channel. And the like it if it's the so we have the like it if you like it dance, and then we have like helps people find the channel dance, And I'll see you all soon. Masaranas. If you're new here and you like my content, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications. Alternately, you can follow my website, binkyproductions.com, where I post everything from all my channels. Be sure to check out some of my other stuff. You can also join in on the fun on Patreon for some random, sporadic, occasional, exclusive content. Otherwise, just liking and sharing, like it if you like it, for the like it if you like it dance, supports this channel and helps people find it. And your continued viewership is very much appreciated. Masaranas.